The next stakeholder meeting is in the village hall here,
13th of January.
13th of January, 7 o'clock.
It's not a public meeting. We need two representatives from the town council that I can put forward.
You normally attend it, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to attend, but I missed the last one, didn't I? I didn't go to the last one, put it like that.
Yeah.
Who else would like to go? Any council wishes to go? Councillor Holloway might like to go? Councillor Clapham?
Would you like to go?
January, which
You go. No, you go. I went last time.
Okay.
If you find out, mate, we'll give you a call.
Hmm. 19. Introduction of dog control order by Central Bedfordshire Council. You've got two attachments, A and B, for that. On the second one, the request for signage, I haven't had a chance to talk to the clerk about this, but that's something that you girls in the office can do.
We can do that.
Yeah.
And the councils. We've got all
Because you know the locations of all the areas, don't you?
and also the police and
Yeah. You happy with that? Parts to arrange that signage with CBC. Councillor Clapham?
I did send a picture a while back of something up in Langford on Henlow. It's quite a good one.
I saw that this morning.
Yeah. And I also sent a picture of the little sort of nesting box that contains dog bags, which is very unobtrusive. It's the one at Bolt Road as you go in, and they actually keep the bags inside there, so as the dog walkers walk in, they can take a bag with them, which might be more encouraging than having to come into the office and ask for them. They're also slightly less quality, they're not as good quality as the ones that we have here, so they might be cheaper. But there's always this little nest box, which you should all have a picture of, with a little sign on it.
Can you put it under an email?
I've sent pictures by email all that.
Yeah. Okay, Councillor West?
Yeah, right, Mr. Chair, okay. It's a point about having good, responsible dog owners and being able to clean up after their dog. Okay, there are 24 acts which solely cover dogs. Okay, there's the Dog Fouling Act 1996, the Clean Neighbourhood and the Environment Act 2005, Part 6, Chapter 1, the Antisocial Behaviour Act 2003, the Environmental Protection Act 1990, impresses the duty of local council to clear specific public spaces of dog faeces. Also at the same time as having these, you also need to look at, I make a point about the littering that's taking place at the same time. But as far as the dog acts, the dog orders are concerned, this particular company, I'll give you the name, okay, Total Pollution Solutions, okay, I'll give you the catalogue, has dog bin dispensers, okay, sorry, dog bag dispensers there, and I will pass it round, okay, for £79 each, okay. Now it's not only just around recreation field, along the Hickaway and Glebe Meadow also have the same problem about dog fouling. So for £79 each, can we not put some of these, one at each entrance to here, one at either end of the new Stockhold Road allotments, and then some at Glebe Meadow and Hickaway along there, which are therefore, I'm talking about 10, and yes, I know there is no budget, so we're talking about £800 plus VAT, okay, to put them there, and they can be, and they're vandal proof, they're not ones that can be easily set on fire. These are proper ones that are designed and given a call of vandal proof certificate.
The only problem with that is, as I have discussed this with councillors at CBC, they need to be able to empty them, and somewhere like the Hickaway, they can't get any van anywhere near.
No, I'm not saying that we buy the bin underneath, I'm saying the dispenser bag.
On the bag?
No, I'm not talking about the dog bin underneath, I'm talking about the bag dispenser. This is where the bags hang inside a lockbox so they can't be thrown around, and they just pull them out one at a time, and they're vandal proof.
Yeah, but my way would cost so much less, and you just put a little, or in fact you just put it on a hook inside
It's
some
the same sort of
other-
idea that Councillor Clapham did.
And it only would cost far less money.
It's like the grandpa filling it. Someone going round filling these boxes.
What we said was we'd refer to it on the email that we submit about the signage. So we will mention that. Okay, Councillor Clapham?
There's just one other thing. There is a perfectly good dog bin that's hidden away behind a large bush, very close to James Tidy Times, in between the pharmacy, on the byways there. There's a large hedge, and behind that hedge there is a very perfectly good dog bin. But nobody knows it's there unless you just happen to be walking up Mill Lane or Primrose.
Okay.
Could that not, to save money, could that not be taken?
Well, can we not cut the vegetation back so we
Or
expose
either
it?
way,
Right.
but
You get the point on that.
it's completely wasted.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Councillor Clapham. Can we move on to the next agenda item? The cemetery.
We haven't decided we're going to apply for dog orders. We need to vote whether we're going to accept the dog orders.
That's just for information.
Apologies.
Moving on to the cemetery. To consider quotations, you should remember this, to hire a grab lorry to clear the rubbish in phase 2 of the cemetery, and quotations to hire a skip on a regular basis to take away the litter and rubbish when required, as recommended by the the Property Committee meeting of the 21st of October. Okay, so the quotations we've got. Prices for a grab lorry. £500 plus VAT for each load. That's fairly standard. Councillor White, would you have any knowledge on this? The grab lorry.
Yeah, the suggestion was, because there's a large quantity of it, it'd be difficult to estimate how many skips we'd need. So a grab lorry would, you hire a lorry, and whether you put one brick in it or you fill it to the gunnels, it's one price. So it was a quick and easy solution. It means that they haven't got to then handball it into the skip.
Yeah, is £500 plus VAT a fairly acceptable price?
That is
in
the
your
price,
to your
unfortunately.
knowledge.
When you accumulate rubbish, you know, and it's more than a couple of skipfuls, I would guess. I think that's the price you can unfortunately have to pay. But it clears it, and it then means that we don't have to worry about the time it's going to take for them to move it by hand.
No, they'll deal with it in one go.
And dust it. Then, as and when we accumulate, or we know we're going to accumulate it, then we will look at having individual skips, use them, fill them, and then have them taken away so they're not sitting around all the time. If that's the going rate for a grab lorry for a full load, then that's the price unfortunately we'll have to pay.
So do you believe that would clear the rubbish? We have an alternative solution to this from Maidencroft. These are the people that actually did the work at the cemetery. This is to collect and remove from site the collection of rubbish in phase 2 section of Arlesey Cemetery. This will be done by our own operatives with our tractor and lorry and disposed of off-site. They're coming up with a price of £6.50. So it's that or the grab lorry.
It's more expensive. I doubt very much if they'd be able to do it with one load.
Well, they're just basically saying they deal with it with their own operatives via tractors.
Where are they going to trundle it off to?
That's not the issue, is
The
it?
nearest lay-by. I'm not suggesting that they would do that for a moment, but yeah, it's a little bit of a vague statement. Sorry? Yes, yeah, but where's the nearest place they can dispose of it?
That's up to them, isn't it? That's up to them.
No,
it's
we're liable. If they pick it away,
You're
we're
liable.
Yeah.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, we have to make sure that it's disposed of in a safe and a proper manner, or else we are liable.
I mean, we've just given this company a cheque for nearly £40,000. I mean, they're not going to just dump it by the side of the road, are they? They're obviously a reputable company. Yeah. So you've got a choice, haven't you? The grab lorry, which is £500, but they have not viewed the site. They don't know how much rubbish there is. They haven't looked at the constitution of the rubbish. Or Maidencroft will come up with a quote for 150 more.
Sorry, I didn't see this second, the third sheet.
The third one is
Dan
the skips.
Thomas.
That's for skips, isn't it?
No,
Oh.
that's for
Oh, no, my apologies.
That's for rubble and rubble and soil, inert material. I'm assuming that is the majority of the stuff we've got.
Chairs, being lumped and paying for as well, I told.
And then there is another one, Daniel Thomas, and I've overlooked this one. My apologies for that.
Sorry, that's one.
Yeah, they're coming up with grab lorries for inert material, rubble and soil, 290 plus that. This is per 16 to 18 tonne load.
Mr Chair, they're quite clearly saying inert material, that is not, the sort of rubbish that's down. I'm entitled to believe that the chairs, other stuff that's been dumped in the playing field, and been taken from the playing field and stored down there, okay? So it's not what you call inert material, like topsoil and rubble and stuff like that. It is class 1 rubbish. So
I agree with you. I mean, personally, I would go for Maidencroft because they've seen the rubbish, they've seen what it's like, and they're prepared to get rid of it all. But it's up to you. You've got the 3 quotes. The other 2 are uncertain because they don't know what it's actually like until they get there, and then there might be conditions. That's the way I see it.
have you been happy with the Maidencroft works?
Very happy so far.
So,
We're waiting for the electricity supply to be connected to get everything fully functioning. As far as we're aware, there's been no issues with the work that's done. Have you been to look at the cemetery, anybody? Since that work's been complete?
They're in and out. No fuss.
So, can we have a decision, please? Maidencroft 650, and you've got the other 2 companies, one for 500 and one for 290.
Mr Chair, I'd like to propose Maidencroft. Seconded.
Thank you very much. Everyone agree?
Yep.
Right, thank you.
Mr Chair, while you're on the process of the cemetery, I'd like to point out that Stockpole is now putting a garden in remembrance to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the First World War. We haven't got any permanent, okay, and I'd like to propose that we can actually, instead of storing rubbish there, right, have it turned into a memorial garden, okay, and get a nice plaque. We can get a plaque for £228 plus VAT inside there, so we get a nice memorial garden to commemorate the 100-year of the First World War.
Okay. David, we can look at that at another time, but not now. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So
We'll bring it up as another
so
result.
what?